Hello, welcome all to today's session. So today we are going to continue our, yesterday we were not able to proceed with the Helm. There were some issue. So today I am going to cover that. So let me connect my microphone so that audio is clear. I hope the audio is better now. Okay, I'm going to start a session now. So as I told yesterday, right? So Helm can be installed just by downloading a package. So let's see where it is. I kept Kate folder where I kept a minikube, and within the Kate within this I downloaded something called as window AMD. Here you will get this helm.exe and tiller.exe. These two files you'll get it. So let me start my thing here, right? So first thing is the command helm dot version, which will show you, sorry, it shows that helm is not recognized command because I'm not in that folder. Let me come here. So helm dot version, which will show you the version, on which version it is. It says that it is 2.16 version, what it is deployed, right? Let's go back and test our yesterday's resource and yesterday's cheat sheet. We'll see all the commands and we'll try to execute it here. You can also go to helm.sh. So in the helm.sh you can click on a charts. So this is a kind of a artifactory repo. Here you will get everything I told. Let me search for Mysql, or let's say anything. Let's take very simple one and then we'll see MySQL and search. Here I got a MySQL. So let me try to install that. So for the same command it works. I'll just show you. I need to copy this command here. Just click it, execute it here. It says that, okay, so you have to release named, okay, my release already exists. Let's say, let me call it as a my database. Okay, it says that it already created this instance. You can check it by telling helm kubectl get pods. Let's see whether pods it are created. You can see that its pods is initializing, and this is the MySQL database which it got, and it did all the configuration for you, right? So like this you can install anything. The command is very simple, helm install, and then you have to give the name of what you want to view. Well, let's say, right, this release, whatever, you can give my release or my database or any name you want to give, and then you have to give the image here. So the image can be, one source is, you can directly go here and find the images from this Artifactory Hub repo, or you can also get it from here by using this command helm ls basically. it can give whatever the installed things are here, but you can also able to find let me okay Helm repo list, which will give the repos. Repo list. So this is the repo list, and if you want to see Helm search, Helm search will give you the list. Basically all the images contained in these things it can give. Either you can go here and find it, one way of doing it, or else like you can find it from here local itself. You can find anything from here, or you can also search from here. Helm search, let's say MongoDB. Okay, it says that there are like multiple releases of MongoDB. Whichever you want, you can use it. Okay, now coming back, okay, let's try to install something else. Right now I shown you a installing of MySQL. Let me see whether it is running. Okay, you can see that it's running now. Okay, let me do something. Okay, let me install the MongoDB. To install the MongoDB, here if you see the same command I'm using, Helm, right? So Helm install, you observe that, right, there should be a minus name. Okay, and then you can give any name, MongoDB. Then this is the image, bitnami MongoDB, and then you can set the password whatever you want. Right here I'm setting the password as root and username as this. So you can pass these parameters, right? Okay, you can say that everything is done now. You can it installed, everything is done basically. So you can see that the root password and everything is set here. If you wanted to see what is the root password is, you can also use this command, right, export. But since mine is a Windows machine, this may not work. I need some bash shell, so I have some bash shell of git bash. You can also install this git bash. I have pre-installed, so I can just use it here. Okay, I think some error here. Okay, let me see, let me copy that command again. Or you can run this as well to connect it, right? So yeah, we can use this command to run the bash, but the issue is kubectl or is a old one, it's not taking. Okay, but just for time being, just ignore this. I'll come back on this and I can show you, or you can also use this, right? See now you can go with localhost, and you can do the TCP connect to this from a localhost this port, and you can connect to that MySQL DB. Even this is one way of doing it, right? So I'll show some another better example so that you get clarity. Okay, yesterday I was talking about a ELK stack, right? So I found some issue installing a ELK stack. Basically it needs a lot of memory and all. So instead of that, what I told is just to give a quick demo. Then I'm using this with a Grafana. Grafana is also a similar sort of, right, dashboard basically. So it is similar to your ELK stack, but it works with Prometheus. It has something like this, right? Similar dashboard. Let's try to install it and see how it works, right? So to install Grafana, you need something. You need to use this command. Don't worry about these commands. I'm going to put it I'm going to put it in cheat sheets, right, what you are referring. Okay, I use this helm install Grafana. Okay, this says that the chart is deprecated, the release mine okay, my release is already there. Let me put it as my Grafana. Okay, cool. So what it says that the chart is deprecated, that's okay. Okay, basically it says that it's done, I mean it's installed basically. If you see from here, the deployment and everything went smooth. Okay, so my Grafana, it's default, the status is deployed. Okay, all good. Now let's try to get into this pod and connect to this Grafana. To do that, I need a password basically, right? So for this is a command, right? But this can't be run. Base 64 and echo, these two commands don't run on Windows. So for that I need to use a bash shell. One way is you can also spin off a Ubuntu pod and connect it to bash and do it. And the other way is I have already installed this bash shell here. I'm taking, and this is the password what I got. Okay, I just copied it. Now we need to connect to this one, right? And you need a port forward also. So port forward means basically whenever I put it my local port, it should go to this port. For that you need to use this command. Pod name not found basically. Okay, let me put this very simple command. I listed it here so that it is running on 3000. So okay, I need a pod name. So to do that, get kubectl get pod. Okay, this is my pod name. Copied it, putting it here. The other way is you can also use this export this thing, and then you can do it, but it is doing the same thing basically. Okay, now you can see that it is running. I need to run it on port 3000. So let me open my browser. You can see that localhost and to give it as 3000. Cool. So you can see that Grafana is running. So it is not running on my local machine. Basically whenever I give command here localhost 3000, what is happening is you can see from here the port, whatever the connection is forwarded to this particular pod, that is my Grafana. This pod that is data is forwarded. Okay, to log in that you can find the same information here, right? To log in and everything is given here, right? No need to get your admin and get your password here. You have to use your admin username and the password. I have used this command and got this password, right? So let me use this, right? Okay, now where I'll put it, you can see that the full dashboard has came, right? This problem solves my my friend Prasanna's issue of Datadog. I mean basically usage and dashboarding and statistics, log monitoring, everything. So this is just a dashboard part, Grafana, right? The log monitoring part will be Prometheus or something. For that you need to create a data source. Basically usually use Prometheus as a data source, or you can have other data sources also. Elasticsearch also you can use. So whichever you want you can use it. Let me use a Prometheus. This will be dummy because we are not running any application, right? So let me put localhost, right, 8080 this will fail. It is expected to fail because that's what it happens. Okay, now how to okay, so now this is there. You can also create your own dashboards, right? Right, all these time series data you can use Grafana, right? Lot of things you can do it. This is one way of doing. The other simplest way of doing is you search for let's say my application is developed using a Spring Boot, right? Grafana Spring Boot dashboard, you can search. There are a lot of dashboards basically, right? It give, okay, let's say I wanted to, this suits my requirement, and then probably I can customize, wanted to further customize also. Okay, I can quickly copy this dashboard as well. So how to copy that? This is my dashboard ID 10280. So what you have to do is go it here and import. This will not work because we don't have a source application set, but I'm just giving a demo for you, right? Okay, see, everything it came now. You can give data source as Prometheus now, and then click on import. You got this nice, okay, all these things we need to change basically, right? That we can do it later, but everything, right, you can monitor it basically, CPU and like, you know, your JVM stacks, whatever you want, you can monitor it out. HTTP, how many requests are coming and all. So this is as like, you know, sample like as it is, right? Or you can also click on this dashboard setting and you can change anything you want, or you can go to each of the component, right, and then you can edit it here, change the things whatever you want, right? So maybe like, you know, in coming days we can see we can install one of the nice dashboard and we can see real-time statistics when we develop application, and like, you know, install it in coming few of the days. We are going to do it, right? So this is about this. Yeah, so let me switch a gear back to learning Helm, right? So you, okay, so you already have some understanding of how Helm work, right? So you know, you are familiar with the command now, Helm install, right? So Helm list will show all the list whatever it's deployed. If you remember, like, you know, I deployed MySQL, MongoDB and my Grafana. I want to delete these, then like, you know, let's say Helm delete minus purge, you can give flag, or you can directly delete, no issues there, because my Grafana got deleted. Now I want to delete MongoDB, deleted. I wanted to delete, let's delete everything. My database got deleted. I encourage you to try these commands, right, and try it on your local box. So what you really need is, you need a day 1 session and this session. Only 2 sessions are needed to try it out, so nothing else is needed. It just on your Minikube you can try it out. Try to install some of the softwares, right, available. Try to install available softwares in the repo basically, right? In this you can go here, right? This is the website, and here you can go and try to install multiple things here, right? Anything you want you can install it, right? So Ubuntu also you'll get it, a lot of things you can get it. Yeah, I'm not sure Ubuntu is not there, but you can also, right, you can see it from here. Category database you want, you will get all the databases, which license you want, that also you can find it, or you can directly search here, MariaDB, right, you will get it. Okay, cool with that. Yeah, let's go back. Okay, we learned, right? Delete now, install now, right? Helm repo. Okay, Helm repo is one more, right? To install anything, no, what you need to do is first add the repository, right? Let's say php admin I wanted to install, right? So here you can see that this is the command helm repo add. Basically what it does is it adds this repository bitnami repository to your repositories, to your local repo. For example, if I wanted to see that helm repo list, it will show me list of repo what all you have added. So you can see that, like, I have added these many repositories, right? So helm ls will list you what all the current deployed, or helm list will list you what all the things deployed. And okay, so I think upgrade is the one, rollback is the one. You can also use these two commands to upgrade and, like, do the rollbacks. Apart from that, I think most of the things we covered. Helm search will, like, search all the repository, right? Suppose I want Redis, right? Suppose I want Redis, I want to install Redis. Then what I'll do is I'll issue this command and search Redis. Okay, you can see that this is available. You can directly install this glm help minus name my cache helm install. Okay, minus name helm install is the command. Minus name this, and then name of the image. So it will automatically take, then get it installed. Right now you can see helm ls, it will show my cache. Okay, so I think this session I wanted to do. Okay, let me come back to my problem, right? Why not ELK stack, right? What is the issue, right? And what happened yesterday, right? So okay, I'll just quickly try to demo that what happened, so that, right, you can also have this debugging skill. Let's say here, right, I'm using this repository and this ELK stack, or whatever the ELK stack given here. This also have the same issues. Those have many steps. This is, like, it works completely. Okay, so this is, okay, my release already exists. Okay, it says that it installed, right? Complete Elasticsearch, Logstash, and the Kibana. So what happens is, here these things will never come up. Basically, that's what I faced issues, right? So after, like, 1 minute, 2 minutes, right, it goes on toss basically. So ultimately what I did is, right, it hangs basically, right? So the solution for this was, right, I need to go back here and then use Minikube. If it hangs basically, right, if it hangs, then the solution is okay, one pod started running. I'm not sure, like, others have faced the same issue, but it will get the same thing. Okay, the solution for this is go to your Minikube and then do delete, Minikube delete. It will delete everything, right? You can see that from here it will, like, power off and then delete. So image gone, right? So now you can do Minikube start. So this solved the problem whatever I was facing yesterday. So I was doing Minikube stop. It used to stop the VM, but the issue used to still exist because like, the VM image got, like, something weird, or like some weird behavior, or like, excessive use of resource. It got corrupted mainly. Okay, so it will take 1 or 2 minutes. So with that, I think I think I mostly covered everything whatever we wanted to cover. And the thing what I wanted to highlight you back is coming back to our original thing, right? Day 6 PPT, if you remember, the whole image whatever we wanted to create. Presentation 6 was not, it was day 6. Let me check whether this was done or not. My friend's plural, right? Persona's plural. Here, this one, right? With that, we saw that, like, demo of this, and these two we saw, right? Redis also we saw. Now the only thing is, right, CI/CD. Let's, like, try to connect tomorrow and touch base on the CI/CD, and then, like, we'll try to host this API and be a layer, and maybe day 9 or day 10 we'll see complete picture of it. API gateway I'll try to see, right? I mean, I can give you demo for like with Google APG. I'll try to create the things, and let me, if I can do these things, I can also demo this. Once this complete, we can also touch base on Kubernetes, something on Jenkins. So for CI/CD, I'm using mainly Azure CI/CD. So Jenkins, I'll touch base something, and then we'll also touch base on Ansible and Terraform, right? With that, then we can, like, see what else we can cover in a DevOps and try to cover it, right? And, like, try some hands-on, because I'll be just telling you, and if you're not doing anything, you won't learn it basically. Okay, you can see that it is started now. Okay, now let's say okay, this is fresh pod basically, right? Everything is created. Now what I have to do is I have to go to this Windows where I have downloaded my Helm, right? So to install Helm, what you have to do is HELM, Helm init init. So it will automatically install it. Now you can do Helm list. It works, right? So could not find ready, or maybe it's taking some time. So what you can do is kubectl get namespace first, and cube system, right? Get pods -n minus namespace cube system. You can see that the server is running now. Okay, the same command I'll use, helm list. So now it is working, right? Helm version will run because this is up. Yep. With that, if you have any question, I'll just wait for 2 minutes, or else I'll close the session. Let's meet tomorrow at same time, 8:30. Thank you.